Okay, hi everybody. This is a video for explanation about project number one about what I expect. I have graded it and bounced it back for you guys to resubmission. So let's go and take a look and see what should I expect. Now there are already a few amazing answers that I have, and I literally make a copy of them and see how things are supposed to be expected. But let's take a look at the instruction. Now I said it very clear in here is you need to go ahead and make a budget. Now let's go and take a look in detail. So, in here, you need to plan for all of the income and expenses for the 12 months in total. Some of you only give me July and August, and that is not going to be acceptable. Now, something that you forgot to read about is the initial plan. So, initial plan tell me the whole story about where you're going to go, where are you staying, what are you going to do for that entire year. Now, all checkpoints need to be completed by due date, but right now it's actually a few days, the whole entire week after it. So, if you submitted it after the due date, it's going to be 10 points off. That for sure. That the highest point is definitely going to be 250 for you. So next one is make sure that you're typing it, everything it makes sense, have to be on the correct workflow. Last one is going to be the final reflection. Now a lot of you guys forget about writing it in the paragraph. A lot of you submit it as a bubble at the very end and tell me point by point, but the thing is you did not put in the reflection. That actually is worth 50 points, and you have to compare and explain about what is it going to be in your expectation and going to be in reality. The thing is, like, the purpose of this, we need to make sure that we know, okay, life is going to be changeable, life is going to be different, life's going to be unexpectable. So make sure that you're planning well enough for the future. Now, notice that there's a lot of blank in here. Make sure that you're typing up your story, not only just answering the top. Again, this says write a 6 to 8 sentence paragraph addressing the following: where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do for work. All of those things need an explanation. What you're gonna do for fun. What about your financial goal? Anything that a certain specific amount that you need to save up to. Explain it to me. That's gonna be an initial plan. Now, after that, these are all of the detail that you need to know. You're thinking about that, okay, I am earning how much per week? I'm taking taxes away. But the thing is, a lot of you are giving me this as a monthly income. But the thing is, you already said it right here. This is weekly income. Make sure that you times it by 4 so that you have enough money to spend. You should have around $1,000 or maybe something like more than that. But it shouldn't be a few $100s for the entire month to spend. Now, after that, it's your choice to save up extra money. But the thing is, you save $1,000 for 12 months in total. Some of you putting $1,000 for the entire month, and that is not acceptable. You're saving like $12,000 for an entire year. You don't even have that much money. You're not forcing yourself to do something that is not capable of. After that, you think about rent, think about food, think about transportation. Now, here's something that I need to mention. You are not fixing up your car every single month because I didn't tell you that your car breaks down every single time, right? So, whenever your car breaks down, you spend money to fix it. You're not spending the car maintenance and repair for every single month for like $500. Some of you guys are buying a car, owning a car that need you to pay 100K every single month. What are you buying? What was that, Lamborghini? So make sure that you are buying a car that is affordable, and then you're paying around like $200 and $300, but is when it's about maybe a Japanese car, or maybe 500 or 400 or maybe 600 for any of the European cars. Okay. Now, registration is something that I want to say is registration. You're paying $140 for every 2 years. Now, some of you are telling me that you're paying $400 for registration for every single month is because you did not go research. Again, registration is $140 per 2 months. Okay, and the rest, clothing, health insurance, all of those, you already know the drill. So let's go and take a look. First thing, this is practice. That means that you're going to play around with the number and get used to them. Unforeseen circumstances, make sure that you include them on every single month. Now, this is a regular paycheck, and then this extra blank line right there is definitely planned there for you for extra earning that you have, okay? Or maybe the parents' allowance and stuff. And then after that, emergency fund is the monthly payment that you save, and you promise yourself that you can save up to $1,000 at the end of the year. The second one is that, oh, did I actually promise myself to save extra money? That is going to be the blank line for you to type in. Now, after that, if none of this happened, make sure you type in for 0 or maybe leave it blank. If they happen, then you type it in. If they didn't happen, don't make up a number that you spend money on for extra stuff that you don't need to. After that, you add up all the money that you spend. Now, again, because you move it from the checking account to the saving account, that counts as expenses too. But the thing is, whatever that you start with, for example, you start with the zero for the checking, you start with the zero, the saving, make sure you add up the money at the very end to be the end balance for that specific month. But whatever you end on July, that you have to be the beginning for the August. Okay? And then you repeat the same process over and over again until the next June. After you have those money done, and then you'll have to go ahead and make sure that you get a reflection. But the thing is, you're not just filling out the bubbles right here. You have to type me the entire paragraph explaining how you compare it. So here comes a few of the demo that I do like, and then there are the very wonderful students that who get a very good exemplar. So let's take a look at this. This is Ray Ray from period 2. So she got me a very excellent plan at the beginning, tell me the entire story about where she's going, how long she's staying on vacation, and how when is the month that she's not earning money. Now after that, she gave me a very detailed explanation about what's going to be her income, how long is she working for, where is she working, and then what is the money that she's taking off after the taxes. And then she's explaining that how much she's saving for the saving account. And then what does she plan to do? Oh, she's saving up so that she can do something. So this is the extra money that she needs to buy, save. After that, she's highlighting for the choices that she make. And then first thing, let's skip the practice and then let's move on to the real thing starting from July. She tell me that how much she start with, and after that is all the money that she's spending. Again, if you don't have those, please make sure you punch in for zero or leave it blank because you're not making up a number that you don't spend. Okay? Now, after you have those, you're going to add up the numbers and say that, oh, I actually do have something left over, or maybe I don't have money left over. I actually exceeded the money that I earned. So negative 100 something dollars is going to be perfectly fine because you're taking off your checking account. Okay. And again, don't forget, whatever that you save emergency fund, you got to add it up on the saving account. Notice that she started with 2000 and then she end with 2020. It's because she saved a $20 for emergency fund. Notice that she started with 57.50 and then she ended up with the 55.90. Why? Because whatever she earned did not cover for her spending. So that's why she go negative. That's perfectly fine. But the thing is, the next one, August, she started working. Let's take a look at this one. She explained very well about how much she's working, how much she's putting, and then the total income from that month is 200. After that, she's saving, and then she's paying rent. She's doing all of these things, and then she spent 1,900. So let's go and take a look. She earned this much, she spent this much, and then the difference means that she is saving this in the checking account. So she added up the 346 on the checking. So notice that she started with a 5590 and now she ended with a 5936 because she added up the number. That is the leftover for the checking. Now again, any difference right here is your liquid cash. You're going to go ahead and put it in the checking. Now, what happened to your saving? Notice that she put $85 for emergency fund. So if she started 2020 and then she have a 2105, and that number, all of them add up. She repeat the same process over and over and over again. She make up her own personalities in there because she is a person who loves to dye her hair. So her hair dye money goes in there, and I really love that because I see her in there. You're not always going to be repeating the same process over and over again without any of your personality in there. So she add up the money, she put expenses in there, she make up all of the numbers, and then it all makes sense. Now look at this one. This is another difference to make it go negative. So she take the money out of the checking account. So saving account is going to be the one that you put in money over and over again because you want to save up for the future. So all of that process repeat 12 times, and she typed me up an entire paragraph explaining that how she feel about the future. So look at this one. She said that, oh, maybe sometimes that there is something that you cannot plan for, and then you might need to go ahead and save up some money for that. But the thing is that you don't see things moving forward, but the thing is rather scary, exciting. And then a lot of people tell me that they're actually being happy about that. They can see the number build up and they feel really, really proud about they're able to save the money. So this is going to be one example. I'm going to go ahead and show you another great one, but the thing is like some scholar forgot to do this. So this is Brian. He did a really, really good job on doing all of this number and explaining about how he's going to save the money. So he's going to be an assistant, and then he's going to work 7 hours a day for the weekends only. Now, he explained all of these for me. His number add up so perfect, but the thing is, he forgot to put down all of these things. So that's how he got the point deducted, okay? So let's take a look. All of these are super detailed. He spent on all of that. But the thing is, you're not spending on your car for repair for $500 every single month because your car didn't break down. The thing is, for insurance, That is actually kind of too high. Usually you'll put about 180 or 200 when you're below the age of 25. But if you're above the age of 25, all your insurance is going to be go down about 100 for every single month. Okay, so be careful about that and make sure that if you don't know, ask the teacher or maybe you go research about it. Car registration, again, car registration is going to be $140 around that for every 2 year. Again, every 2 year. So his addition and subtraction is wonderful, but the thing is, he forgot to ask about real life and he checked about all of this real life examples. Okay, at the very end, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. At the very end, there is a very good reflection. He's talking about that he needs to go ahead and maybe get a job, or he's actually going to have a different things. So I actually admire his courage for working hard right here for what he think about the future. So everything's going to be different. Ask teacher for help or ask very detailed, maybe ask online, ask your parents, check out everything to make it realistic. Okay.